welcome to my channel, Kel Stitches. I'm Kelly, and this is a place where I talk about everything cross-stitching, which includes my obsession with buying new charts and all of that sort of jazz. So today is a Flosstube number 60, and it is Monday the 18th of November 2024. I'd just like to say welcome to any new subscribers that I might have picked up in the last couple of weeks, and hello and welcome back to any of my existing subscribers. It is very much appreciated that you come back every time I do a video or post up a video. There's so many of us out there now that we're spoiled for choice in a sense. Alright, so let's just get straight into what I have been stitching. This may be a little bit shorter video today. Even though it is Monday and it is my day off, I am actually working tonight because we have a Christmas party already. Yes, even though we are halfway through November, so silly season is soon enough going to be in full swing. So yeah, I'm trying to rush through this. The partner's outside mowing the lawn, and the son's outside helping do some fencing because we are bringing two of our mares back off adjustment during the week. So yeah, everything's happening. Alright guys, let's just get straight into what I've stitched on. So the first one that I stitched on was, let me just get these organized first. Alright, so the first one that I stitched on was this one. It is called Horse Portrait. Now this is a chart that I got off my mother-in-law many years ago as a gift. She bought it off eBay from a company called Just Stitching. I have not looked them up to see if they're still going or anything like that, because I'm not even 100% sure if the artwork is licensed or anything. So, but she bought them in good faith, not knowing about the whole copyright licensing issues. So she bought them, gifted them to me, and I thought that I might as well stitch them because I had them all charted up anyway. Alright, so I will put up a picture of where it was, and this is now where I'm up to with it. As you can see, I have moved the hoop because I finished off that page there. Bring it in a bit closer. No, I did not miss any stitches. It just looked like up here was missing stitches. Still looks like it's... No, it's not missing stitches. It's just... so this is full coverage and full cross, but I've decided to only do the horse itself in full cross, and I am just doing the background in tent stitch. Just to give it a little bit of more definition. Hopefully the horse, once he's all done, I'm saying he, but it could be a she, you never know. Actually, this horse here reminds me of my mare, Charm, who is out the back currently in one of the paddocks. She is a bay, and she has a white star on her forehead as well. So I do say he when I talk about this one, but I probably should say she. Anyway, totally off tangent there. So yeah, that is what it's looking like. I stitched on this for 2 days and I got 800 stitches into it. Majority of those stitches were all of this half cross. So when I count my half cross for stitches, I count 2 stitches as one. That's because the games that I play on Facebook, the stitching games that I play on Facebook, require 2 half stitches to make 1 full stitch, just to make it fair and even on anyone that does only do full cross. So majority, as I said, majority of those stitches were here. I think I might have only done maybe 150 stitches, 200 stitches over here. So the rest, say 600 full cross, 1200 half cross stitches over here to finish off. But that's what it's looking like, and this is just being stitched on a 16 count white Aida. And it is using CXC threads. Alright, the next one that I stitched on was this one. Now it is called Waterhole Master. The artwork is by David Penfound and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Now if any of you watch Jemima, the rocking stitcher, she has posted 2 whip parades currently after not posting any videos for probably over 12 months. And on her first whip parade, she shows this one completed, but hers was super size. I think it was just super size, not max color, it was just super size. And it looks amazing. So mine is just a regular version, but hopefully it will look just as good completed when I eventually get there as what Jemima's does. So now I'll put a picture of where it was and wrangle this fabric. This is where I'm up to. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I started in the middle and I plan on getting all the pages done that have the zebras. So this page only had this little bit of the bum of the zebra, but I'm still going to complete it anyway. So this is the side of the elephant. There's its tusk, and then you go up. This would have to be, I think this is part of its eye. Yep, I think that's its eye in there, and then all of this in here is part of its ear. So yeah, slowly working on that. What I'm doing is because there's lots of colour in here, I'm just trying to get all of the smaller amounts of stitches and colours in here completed first. So I worked on this for 2 days and I got 1,000 stitches into it. So look, how good does that look? Like, and this is just a regular version, so it's not super size, it's not max color, it's nothing like that, but I am loving, even just loving the detail in it. Little baby elephant down here, so cute. So what I'm going to do is finish this page and I'll move across, of course. So this page here will have a little bit of zebra in it. The only one that probably won't is this one, but I'm not going to skip it. I will just keep moving across and then get this page moved down, right down to the bottom, get the bottom page and partial page completed, and then I can move on to the rest of the animals. So out of my 21 projects, this one I would have to say is my favorite. Absolutely love this one. It is just, yeah, amazing. So, and that's just being stitched on 18 count white Aida and using CXC threads in all the DMC colours, of course. Rightio, the next one that I worked on was this one. And now it doesn't have a name, it is just a stamped kit that I got off AliExpress years ago, probably about 2 or 3 years ago now. I think it was before I started my Flosstube channel. I decided to give some stamped kits a go, and I went a little bit crazy buying them because they were so cheap, and I've got about half a dozen, 8, between 6 to 10 I think kits sitting over in my stash in the corner of my room over there that I will move through eventually. But I don't mind the stamped kits, because if you've got to wait for kids at appointments or sport or anything like that, it's good because you don't have to take your tablet or anything. You can just take your kit and it's already on your fabric. So this is where I'm up to. Now this is using that cheapy, silky rayon, slippery rayon floss, which is a pain in the ass to work with, but a thread wax is your friend when working with this type of floss. But as you can see, I've just filled in a bit more of this blue background, and I've just got this here to fill in. Now I didn't get very many stitches into this. I worked on it for 2 days and I got 300 stitches. One day was 200 and the other day was 100 stitches. It was just absolutely hectic. Was it a night that I worked? Because I did do a couple of nights last week at work as well. So I think this was just, yeah, actually I took this to work knowing that I was going to have a break between my 2 shifts, and I had like 2-hour break, and I sat down and I just put, I think, 100 stitches into it in my break while I was, because I couldn't have been bothered going home, you know. So I just sat around work and had something to eat and a bit of a break, done some stitching, and yeah. Right, and wasn't that was a very long night, that one. So yeah, 2 days and I got 300 stitches, and that is 11 count fabric, that one. Right, the next one that I worked on was this one. It is called, and if I can get the freaking glare off, Moonrise Song. This is the large version. It is artwork by Abraham Hunter, and it is charted by Artisy Cross Stitch. That is what it will look like when it is completed. Pretty sure it's this one. I will put a picture of where it was, and this is where I'm currently up to. Now, as you can see, I have filled in a lot of the blue down here. Finished off all this little like checkerboardy type stitching up there. Filled this in. I think I've just got a couple of more columns here to do in this colour. I'm pretty sure. Yep, just a couple more to finish off in this colour, and then the rest of this page is the one colour, which is this dark blue here. So that'll be mindless stitching that I can get done once I can just go and stitch on it when I get to it. So yeah, that is what it's looking like. I have got a fair bit stitched down under there as well. But I'm moving across. I don't know, I've got 2 more pages to reach the edge of the pattern, so I don't know if I'll keep going across and do those 2 pages and then come down and do that, and then come down and do that, or if I should just drop down and do all of these down here and then move across and work up. I am not sure how I'm going to work on it yet. I think that's what I might actually do, because this here might be big enough, because the pages of Artisy are very big. Like that's a page, so that'd easily fit in there. So I might just do that. Might even just have to shift it out of the, like shift it in the Q snap a little bit, but, and I'm going to stop sort of, where are we? So there's the wolves here. So I think what I'll do is stop at the pages that are there. I think that's the wolves. So I'll stop at those pages and move across and do all that, and then come back down to get the wolves done. Maybe. I don't know. maybe I should reward, after doing so much background, maybe I should reward myself with doing some wolves. But I stitched on this for 2 days and I got 1,100 stitches into it. So, yeah. As you can see, some projects I got decent amount of stitching, my normal amount of stitching into them, and some projects I didn't. It was just depending on how I felt on the day. And that is being stitched on 16 count. All right, the next one that I worked on was this one. Now it is the Quaker Sampler SS187 from Happy Mood Point. I am pretty sure that, and this is an Etsy store, I'm pretty sure that they are now called Daily Pattern Post. But it's, I think even if you put in Happy Mood Point, I think they still come up. They will still come up in Etsy. That is what it's looking like. Oh, well, that's what it will look like when I am finished. I'll put a picture up of where it was. And this is where I'm currently up to. So as you can see, I have finished off that motif. I was not quite finished it. I'd only sort of had these sections done. So I've finished off that motif. You can't see it 100% because it's in the nudge. And I have started this one and almost completed it. So this is being stitched on 18 count black Aida, and it is using Silks for You called Fairy Lights. I keep going to say Fairy Floss, but it's Fairy Lights. So yeah, I mean, that's looking, I love these floss. And I am just stitching wherever I go, wherever the motif takes me. So with this one, I stitched all the outline, and then I came outside, and then I came in and stitched all that one. And now, as you can see, I've come into the middle and started working in the middle motif. I just, when I'm stitching this, I just assess the motif and see what it calls for, and just stitch with it and, yeah, go wherever the colours take me. So I stitched on this for 3 days and I got 1,700 stitches into it. Now I did put 3 days into this one because it is quite a bit behind on my goals, because this was a restart back in the middle of the year because I did not like my original version, which was this one. So that was my original one. That's how far I actually got with the original version. And that was using all petite treasure braids, in case you're new and you haven't actually seen this version. And that's my new version. I am stitching it much quicker. This was getting annoying. I was going to have to buy more petite treasure braids, and they're quite expensive here in Australia. And I was going to bead some of the motifs on that one as well, and I fell out of love with it, and not the actual pattern, just the way that one was turning out. So now I've started on this one on the black with the Fairy Lights floss, and I am loving it. So as you can see, I have used the petite treasure braid here for the little hanger that's on the, because these are meant to be ornaments. That I was meant to be doing as, it was meant to be like Christmas colours. So it was going to be like a Christmas sampler type of thing. I don't really stitch Christmas. I am known as the Grinch for a reason. And yeah, so I don't really stitch Christmas. And if you've seen my Flossmas last year, you wonder how I can be the Grinch, but really, I am one of those ones that I will not play Christmas carols until, let's see, at work. I won't play Christmas carols at home at all. Can't stand the bloody things. But at work, I won't play Christmas carols. Refuse to play Christmas carols until 2 weeks out from Christmas. Even the 1st of December, I cringe. I'm like, don't do it to me. So yeah, I'm not, and I don't decorate my house. Like, I'll put my Christmas tree up and that, but I am not a big Christmassy person. Because I'm not into the whole frou-frou thing. I rather just, to me, the day is to spend it with my family and enjoy good food, have a couple of drinks, you know, like the presents don't even concern me. It is more to do with the family than anything else to me. So I am not a big one for all the frou-frou and the overboard Christmas shit. That's just me. So I think that was my issue with this one. It was annoying me. So I have got 3 motifs finished there. So I am wondering if I should just cut them out and make them into little ornaments or something. I don't know. I haven't decided on that one. Anyway, so yeah, that is another tangent that I went off on. Sorry guys. I feel a little bit of hyper today. So yeah, that is what that one's looking like. Absolutely love it. But yeah, that is why I put 3 days into it, because, and put some decent stitching into it, because I really, really wanted to try to reach that 5,000 stitch goal that I had for all of my small projects. Right, on to the last project. Was this one, Daydream Sea Turtles. The artwork is by Sheena Pike and it is charted by Charting Creations. So I am currently working up in here, in this very top corner up here with those big green leaves. I will put a picture of where it was, and this is where I'm up to. I didn't get very many stitches into this either. The last couple of days have been a bit hectic. As I said, we are bringing a couple of mares home from agistment because I cracked the shits at the agistment owner trying to tell me what my mares, how my mares were. I've owned them for 15 years and he was trying to tell me their backstory and their history. No, sorry buddy, that doesn't work like that. I've owned them for 15 years. I know their little idiosyncrasies and what happens in certain times of the year. And plus he was, let's put it this way, we have agisted on this property for 10 years. 10 years we've agisted. We've paid them money for 10 years to have. His father died. We had no issue with his father when he was alive and we were agisting there. His father died. He's taken over. He's done nothing but frickin' whinge. Whinged about when we were going through drought, how dry it was. There was no grass in the paddock, so we were feeding them big bales of hay, right? And then, of course, because they were basically living around these big bales of hay, the poo was building up. So then he whinged about the amount of poo that was in the paddock. Hello, they're horses. They shit. A horse can shit. A healthy horse getting enough food can shit up to 16 times a day. Now, 2 horses on a paddock, that's 32 poos in a day. And if they're living around this hay, there's going to be a lot of poo. Anyway, that went through, blah, 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 you know. Just whinge and whinge and whinge. The horses are running around because there's freaking wild dogs chasing them. The horses are running around. Yeah, because your little yapping mutt is swinging off their tails. Yeah, he was very lucky that the horses didn't actually boot his little dog into next year. What else was it? Drinking too much water. I'm sorry, horses drink water. Then there was too much grass in the paddock when it came into the good season, so the dipshit went and slashed it this high in the paddocks. This is the short grain feed is not good for horses. It is full of sugar. full of sugar. Yes, horses love short grain feed, but it is full of sugar and it is not good for their feet. So then he's whinging when they get sore on their feet because of the sugars in the grass. Dude, you're doing it to yourself. Then they're letting their grandkids run around the paddock with the horses. They're feeding them God knows what. The amount of times I went up there and my mares were scouring because they'd been fed something that was not in their diet. So yeah, he told me the other day something. I cracked the shits and said, well, we will take them off. And I'd paid adjustment up to Christmas Day. I turned around and I said, and you can give me all that adjustment back. So yeah, now we have to run around and fix fences so we can bring them home. But it's fine. At least they'll be home and I don't have to put up with the whinges. Anyway, that was a complete tangent. Let's get back to this. Daydream Sea Turtles. This is where I am up to with it. So I worked on this for 2 days and I got 700 stitches into it just in here. Yeah. This month has been shitty for my stitch counts. So shitty. I don't know. I mean, I have had a few stresses, like still dealing with the car, which is still sitting outside. Now, the insurance company's paid for it, but it's still sitting out here, and I haven't heard from them to come and pick it up. So, and I'm waiting for, we've had some decent hailstorms come through too, but they've always managed to go around us. I'm waiting for a decent hailstorm to come through and just smash the shit out of the car. Not my car anymore. So this is where I'm up to. As you can see, I am really off on tangents today. So I have worked here in this green leaf that you can see coming in. Then the next big green leaf is over here. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. It's looking really good. I do love this. As I said, I love all my projects, but out of the 21, I do think Waterhole Master is my favorite. Sort of like kids. You probably shouldn't have favorites, but you do. Did I say that? I have favorites. I got a favorite son and a favorite daughter. So because I got one of each. So yeah, there has been a lot happening that has reduced my stitch counts quite a lot. But in saying that, I stitched for 13 days in the fortnight, and that's pretty good because I did work 2 or 3 nights in that. So I did manage to have a couple of times there where I had like a couple of hours between shifts, or if I didn't work Monday, I worked Monday night, so I done a couple of hours stitching Monday afternoon. But 13 days and I got 5,600 stitches. Like, that is like way down from even the previous fortnight where I had just over 7,000 stitches. But it's fine. It's the time of year. Silly season is approaching and it is the worst time of year for hospitality. But anyway, let's update my boards very quickly. And then I don't really have to pull for my next rotation because I've only got 6 cards left. But I will show you those cards, and then I'll quickly show you some patterns that I bought, and I think that'll be it because I have already told you life updates interspersed in between all this shit. So give me a second. Sorry about that. Mail delivery. Anyway, we'll open that in a second because I know what it is, and it is stitching related. So yes. And it arrived very quickly, actually. So, and that would not be on Australia's post part. That would be actually on Royal Mail's part. So super impressed. All right, now small full coverage and non-full coverage pieces. Horse portrait. $800 right here. 800. Now is that going to? No, it is not going to reach the 7,500. 0, 5, 5 and 8, 13. 7,350. So close to the 7,500 mark that I reset myself. Stamped is over here, and I got 300, and that brings it to, oh, I was nearly going to put 5,400. And I'm happy because all I really wanted to do was reach the 5,000 goal on all of them. If they reach the 7.5 by the end of the year, well, so be it. What's the next one? Happy midpoint. 1,700 over here. So 1,700. Oh my God. That's 4,000. Oh, no, hang on. Rub that red off because we can write it in green. And that brings it to 4. That's 5,400. Hallelujah! All of these have made their 5,000 goal mark. So that is pretty exciting. As I said, 5,000 goal was my original for the year for all of these. So I'm very happy that I even reached that one, considering that I restarted it halfway through the year. Now, if I can, and we've only got 6 weeks, so I don't know if that is doable, but if I can make it to 7,500 on those, I will be super happy. All right, let's go to this one. This is my full coverage projects board. Now we've got Waterhole Masters, 2 days, 1,000 stitches. So we have here. Ah, la la la. Ah, la la la. That brings it to 10,200 stitches. That is the first one to reach my 10,000 goal mark. This is so exciting. When I redo these boards, I am writing these in permanent marker because they keep rubbing off. Now, I've just written them in Watsy texture at the moment, but when I do them at the end of the year, I will write them in permanent marker. So yes, I'm very excited that a Waterhole Master has reached the 10,000 goal mark. All right, Moonrise Song over here. Squishing, pushing into me fat rolls. 1,100. No. This one also has reached over the 10,000 goal mark. So hopefully in the next 6 weeks we will see quite a bit more green being put onto these boards. And the last one was Turtles. Daydream Turtles, 700. Unfortunately, that one will not reach its 10,000 goal mark this time around. 7 and 4, 11. 9,100. So if I get a good stitching day on this, because it won't be back into rotation until we start December and Flossmas. So if I get a good stitching day on it, I will hopefully crack that 10,000 mark on this. But as I was saying last time, my Flossmas, I am not going to pull out the 7 projects or whatever it is. I'll pull out a fortnight, 6 I think it is now. What I'm doing is, because I'm filming every day, I will just pull one project out and I'll work on that project for that day for as many stitches as I can get. That way I will rotate through all 18, because I don't have 21 anymore because I finished 3 over the year. That way I'll rotate through all 18 at least once in that in the Flossmas period, because I will do Flossmas from the 1st to the 25th, and then there'll be 7 of them that'll get a second run through Flossmas. And then for that last week of December, I will see whatever ones on my board haven't reached their goals and how far it is to their goals, and I'll probably work on those and push them, try to push through to the goals, the original goals anyway. For the smalls, that's already happened. But if I'm falling behind on some of my full coverage projects, which hopefully I shouldn't too much, yeah, I'll push them and stitch on them to push them to the 10,000 goals. That's what I'll do for the last week. And then I will do a whip parade on the 1st. I think I said I'd do it on the 1st. Yeah. I'll do a whip parade on the 1st of December. And then, should I do it on the 31st? Because the 1st is a Wednesday. I will see how I'm up to on my goals. If I've reached my goals by that Monday, which is the 30th, I may just film on the 30th and show you, do a whip parade then, and then I will just start my rotation from there. I think that might be the way I'll do it. All right, so that's the boards updated. What are we, 37 minutes? I really don't know if this is going to be any shorter or not. All right, my next 6 projects for this fortnight, which will bring us up to the 1st of December. Don't know what that was. I think it was a bug. Yes, I think it was a bug. So these 6 projects will bring me up to the 1st of December, which is a Sunday. Is it? Let me just check. Yes, the 1st of December is a Sunday, so that's when I will start my Flossmas. So, yeah, these will bring me up to there. So I'll stitch on the last one on the Saturday, and then they can all be thrown back in the bag. Sunday. Do I have that Sunday off? I don't know if I've got that Sunday off. Oh, I should have that Sunday off. So my Flossmas, my first Flossmas, I should be able to film early in the day so I can pull out my project to stitch on for that day. Or should I just keep whatever's finished in this rotation and then pull the next one on a Monday? Depends on when I can film. I usually try to film Flossmas either early morning on my days, not early morning, but in the morning on my days off. And then the days that I work, I usually try to film when I get home, which is usually like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, I think I will sort that out. But I think, yeah, whatever's on that last day, which is Flossmas for this rotation, I'll work on it, and then on the Monday we will start pulling from the new card, from the cards for the next one. And I will show you the progress that I've made from that day on the next day. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. Anyway, let's get on to this. So we have Wild, Cross Stitch for Everyone Sal, A Year in the Woods series, Oh Great Spirit, Mini Top Frog. Can we even see those? There we go. Mini Top Frog. Get closer, Kelly, get closer. And Mini Shaman. Alright, so those are the 6 projects for this fortnight. I will quickly show you the cover photos for them. Except for Year in the Woods, because it is not in here. I probably should keep one in here, but anyway. There's that one, there's that one, there's that one, there's that one. Oh, and that one. Wondered why I was short. So we've got Wild, oops, Oh Great Spirit, Out of the Savannah Sal by Cross Stitch for Everyone, Upside Down Mini Top Frog, and Mini Shaman, plus Year in the Woods. I really need to just print out the cover photo of the 12 and have it in here. So those are the 6 pieces in this rotation. And that's what I will be working on. No, I can't stitch tonight. It's already 12 past 2. I've got to start work at 5 o'clock. I've still got to scrub the shower. Because, you know, boys. Still got to scrub the shower. Still got to edit and maybe get this, well, at least get it converted. And then I can start uploading it when I get home after work, which should only be about 8, 9 o'clock. Because it's a Christmas party for one of the retirement villages in the area. So the oldies, they start at 5, they're out by 8. Because they all want to go home and go to bed by 8:30. And I mean, it takes us about half an hour to an hour to clear all the tables, and then we've got to pull some of the tables down and reset the restaurant. So hopefully I'll be at home by 8, 9 o'clock and I can start uploading this and it doesn't take all freaking night. Right. Haul. So the other day, what is this message? So the other day, Thread Geeks. I've always looked at their site, but nothing has ever really jumped out at me. And it's never really sort of, because they always done a lot of black and whites. Judy, is that a Thread Geeks, Judy, or is it Tilton's? I think it's a Tilton's. No, don't worry. So it popped up on my Facebook. I follow them on Facebook anyway. So it popped up and they had some, and I remembered that they're now licensing Sheena Pike artwork. So I went onto their site and they were running a sale which finishes today, Monday the 18th. Finishes today. So they were running a sale, buy 2, get 2 for free. So who can pass up a sale? So I had a look through my their artists, and I found this one by Sheena Pike called Wolf Spirit. And then I found this one called In Spirit I Am Free by Jodie Bergsma, who is the artist of Mini Top Frog. And then a little bit more searching, and I found this one. Don't know if I'll ever get to stitch it, but I was like, it's got a little bit of everything in it. The artist is Bill Bell. It's called a Rainbow Rainforest. And then this is the one that really drew me in. For some reason, the celestial sun moon type of patterns are really calling to me at the moment. Probably reverting back to my teenage years where I had sun and moons plastered all over my walls. You tell me what 90s teenage girl probably didn't have sun and moons plastered all over the walls, but this one. And it is Claudia McKinney, so I bought that one. And then after I bought those ones, she came out and posted more come out and posted a couple more new patterns that she'd done. Sorry, had a blank. And this was one of them. And I was like, oh my God, I need it. So it is also Claudia McKinney. So I bought that one too. So that was 5 patterns. Now, I've got a dilemma. The Cross Stitch Studio is running their mystery sale next year for 2025. And the genre is celestial fantasy. Celestial. Celestial. Now, I haven't been keen on the other mystery sales by the Cross Stitch Studio, but this one has got me intrigued because Betsy posted a picture of the 4 sort of fantasy type patterns that they've got, and one of them is the sun and moon pattern. One's that magical rainforest, whatever it's called, that everyone's getting, and it's also calling to me really badly. The Cross Stitch Studio patterns are fucking huge. But the mystery stitch along is only 300 by 300. I'm in a dilemma because I've currently got the Cross Stitch for Everyone sale happening, and I mean, I'm only 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages, whatever it is into it. Now I'm wondering, because I don't want to go above my 21 projects. I've already got my 3 projects picked out to replace the 3 for this year that I finished for this year. So I'm thinking, do I pick up the Cross Stitch Studio sale and drop the Cross Stitch for Everyone sale? And not so much UFO it, but just put it to the side for a while. And start the Cross Stitch Studio one. I don't know. The projects that Betsy posted, I do really love of their fantasy genre. But do I want to take another chance on a mystery sale? Because sometimes you win and sometimes you lose big time. You get 3 pages into it and go, this is not my style. I am not going to finish stitching on it. You've wasted all that time stitching it, and then to do what? Throw it out? Cut that bit out of the fabric and repurpose the fabric? Like, it's just the waste of time to me, that if I don't like it, but it's really calling to me. What do I do? I know Alara's already trying to push me to do it, because she's bought it. Give me a second. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the Sal's. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I'm really being pulled to the idea of the celestial fantasy. Now, I've still got, what, 6 weeks to decide? And I've got plenty of fabric. It'd just be... Oh, and someone pulled the colours for it, and the colours are gorgeous. It's got no 310 in it. The colours are absolutely gorgeous. So, I don't know, I might be wavering. Alright, so the last bit of haul is this. I know what it is. It is from Sarah at Pain Free Crafts, and it is my Crystal Club kit that I finally used from back in June or July or whenever I received it, and this is what I chose. It is called Wild Honey by Marine Loop. Something different to my usual, but we do have Australian native beehives, so it is, yeah, I mean, they're bees. They're European bees, but it's still bees, so it's just something that, yeah, we and I have been looking at bee patterns on Etsy too, so as usual, you get your fabric, and guess what? Holy Toledo. They are tiny squares. Guess what fabric count I got? 25. 25 count. And those squares are freaking tiny. Teeny tiny, but that's as big as the project will be. So, I don't know, I'll give it a go. I will give it a go when I get around to stitching on it. Just tie this back up quickly. And alright, so that's the fabric, and of course it comes with a needle and comes with a needle minder. There we go. Oh, look at it. And it comes with a chocky, which I'll leave out because I'll eat that shortly, because in this Australian weather it won't last very long. And then of course you get your floss cards. So very much my colour palette. Browns, oranges, yellows, all your earthy tones. And it comes with a organza bag as a project bag, which I don't generally use them as a project bag because I can't fit my Q-snaps or my nurges into them. Oh, I might be able, depends on the size of the nurge, I might be able to fit the nurge into it. So yeah, that is my Pain Free Crafts Crystal Club kit. Alright, and that can go straight into my stash over there. So guys, that is everything. Yeah, already it's a little bit wibbly wobbly from dealing with Australian heat. I'm going out. All right, guys. All right, so that is everything. My next floss tube will be on the 20 something, 30th, no, what did I say? Okay, so my next floss tube should have been on the 2nd for the next rotation, but because I'm doing Flossmas, you will see me on the 1st of December, and that's where it will be a longer Flossmas. The first one will be a longer Flossmas because it will be pretty much what I've done today with showing you my progress on the projects in my rotation and updating my boards and all that, and then of course doing all my Flossmas stuff as well, which is opening my advent calendars and stuff like that. So that will be probably a longer one on the 1st, and that'll be a Sunday. And then from there it'll be an everyday thing. They should only be small and probably no more than 20 minutes, hopefully, so you don't get sick of seeing this face. But yeah, so that will, Flossmas is coming up, guys. All right, so I will leave it as that. Thank you very much once again for tuning in and watching me. Very much appreciated, as you all know. So yeah, until next time, wherever you are in the world, please take care and stay safe. Bye for now.